Hello Shamai and welcome back to the Director of Football Challenge with Swansea City. Today we're in the FA Cup third round with a nightmare draw against Man City. Overall in the FA Cup we're supposed to reach the fifth round, that's the expectations, but I don't know, Man City at home. It's quite a tough first draw. Since last episode where we were on an absolutely dreadful run of form, things have gone very well indeed. Following our 4 losses in a row, and we were really struggling in defence. We beat West Brom away 2-0, and I didn't really read too much into it because they were in the relegation zone and Mark Wilson did get sent off. We also beat Middlesbrough 3-0, which is good, another clean sheet, but again, they were bottom of the table. We struggled against Arsenal with Pedro Pereira being sent off early on in the game. We never really got off the ground, and in the end it was quite a battering by Arsenal. We were really lucky to only be 3-1. And then we had 2 really good results. Another clean sheet against Sunderland this time with 3 goals coming from Jordan Ayew, Alfie Mawson and Borja Baston finally scoring again. And then against Everton, we won 1-0 away from home. Fantastic result there. And if we look at the team for today, that's kind of reflected. Borja Baston and Fernando Llorente have got quite a good partnership up front. They're quite cool together. They work quite well. And also, on the transfers front, we've got a couple of new players come in. It is January, and we've already made 2 loan signings. We've made a lot of loan signings this season. David Juncker, the only permanent signing. But we've signed Andre Horta, who is actually an incredibly good midfielder, and he's going to be very useful considering Tom Carroll has just got injured for a few weeks. And Aaron Johansson from Werder Bremen on loan. American striker. Jordan Ayew is on his way to the African Cup of Nations, so this is quite a shrewd deal, a good backup striker. Like I just said, Jordan Ayew will be going in a few days' time to the African Cup of Nations. Aaron Johansson doesn't make the squad today, but Andre Horta is in the team. Martin Olsen's also been injured. He's almost back now, but Tom Carroll's out for 5 to 6 weeks. So that addition of Andre Horta is actually very good now. So the team for today then is Fabianski in goals, Kyle Norton, Alfie Mawson, Federico Fernandez and Federico Rica, who's had his first game in his last match. He's finally been able to get registered. Those are at the back. Jack Cork, Ki Sung-young, Leroy Fer and Gylfi Sigurdsson in midfield. Borja Baston and Fernando Llorente up front as well. We have changed it around. We were the 4-2-3-1 wide, but we've changed to the 4-4-2 diamond now. We're trying to play really narrow, smart football, short passing. If you look at our instructions, we've got passing space. We want some early crosses hit into the target man. We're trying to play fairly narrow as well to make sure that we don't get exploited on the wings. No surprise that we are quite long odds to win this game, 3-1, Man City 4-5. They're not having the best season in the Premier League. They're only 1 place above us. But again, you can't underestimate Man City. They're a very good team. So January's just opened, the transfer window, and we've got quite a couple of players coming in already, so I'm hoping that might be a sign of things to come, and we might be able to sign a couple more players. But actually, I'm quite happy with how things are going at the moment. As long as we don't get any more injuries, then the squad is looking pretty sound for the rest of the season now. We've got a good formation that seems to be working well again. So as long as we don't get a massive dip in form again, I think we should be alright until the end of the season. As I was just talking there, Ki Sung-young scored. I didn't really expect anything from that. It was a really neat football there. Cork into Llorente, and he's played an absolutely exquisite ball through to Ki. And probably the keeper, Caballero, should be saving that, but I'm not complaining. We're 1-0 up after 15 minutes against Man City at home. A win against Man City would be an even bigger confidence boost than the couple of wins we've already had. So, I don't know, Man City do have the ball here. It's up to Aguero. Fer with a great tackle there. It goes out wide to Llorente, holds up the ball, gives it wide to Federico Rica, who loses the ball, and now Sane's got some space to run to. He's into the box, he strikes it, it does go wide. Federico Rica losing the ball there. That's a hell of a name, Federico Rica. Losing the ball quite far up the pitch. Left us a little bit exposed there. But I'm still trying to figure out what the best strike partnership is. There's only been a few games. There's a corner here. It goes into the box. We've got it. Llorente strikes it. Oh, it's Aguero who apparently blocked it. Yeah, so I've gone with Borja Baston and Fernando Llorente in the last game, and that seemed to work really well. I like to put Jordan Ayew there because I like kind of like this one small, one big striker. I don't like to have 2 big strikers, but Borja Baston can play as a complete forward, so I kind of thought I'll slot him in there for now. We also have Aaron Johansson, who is a poacher, I believe, is his best role as a striker. So he's definitely going to be a backup striker. He's not going to be starting unless we have an injury. But I'm happy with the few strikers that we've got. By the time Jordan Ayew comes back, we will have a lot of options to pick from front. Borja Baston's had a really, really poor game. So we're going to bring Jordan Ayew on, see if he can give some better support for Fernando Llorente. Overall, things are looking alright at the moment. Norton with a long throw in. It comes to Llorente. Hopefully he won't lose it. Gives it wide to Norton. Mawson scored. Is he offside? Yes, I had a feeling he was. I didn't want to celebrate then. I just had a feeling that he was offside. Leroy Fur's quite tired. I think it's time to give Andre Horta his debut. He's a very, very good player. He's 3.5 star. Better than Leroy Fur statistically and attribute-wise. Let's see how well he can do in these last 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes have absolutely flown past. We're into the last 2 minutes now. Now would be a really, really poor time to concede. Glyndwr out wide, into Sane, it's cleared away. I don't really know what happened there. I think it was a deflection and it fell back and we managed to clear it away. We're into added time now. Frederico Rica, all we got to do is just hoof it up the pitch. Ki Sung-young out wide to Norton. He's got some space. Horta to Cork. Intercepted by Jesus, but there's 20 seconds left. Surely we can't concede at this point. We've won the first header, we've got the ball, there's 5 seconds left. Ayew with it now. All he has to do is run it into the corner. He's lost the ball, but we've won. It's a fantastic result against Manchester City. We've been really struggled all season against the top sides. 67k we've got from that, and we've got Sheffield United in the next round, which I really hope that we can win. And if you look throughout the entire season, when we play the big clubs, we lost to Arsenal, we lost to Liverpool, we lost to Spurs. Who else? We lost to Chelsea. We've drawn to Man City. I remember that game actually when we were 3-0 down. So we've had a pretty poor results against the big sides. We've still got a lot of them to play. We've got Southampton, Chelsea, Man City coming up next. So it's 3 really tough games. But if we can manage to stay undefeated in those 3 games, it's going to be an excellent run of form carrying on in the league. We're 8th as it stands. I know today was an FA Cup match, but that was a fantastic win for us against a team like Man City. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.